What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to the fastest players in FIFA 21. I was expecting the full database today guys, EA didn't provide it. I hear it's coming now at the back end of the week, so hopefully we get that ASAP because we want to start looking at the overpowered players, the lower rated players, all of the Arsenal players, the players with ridiculous in-game stats, and the players that look good that are actually going to play terrible, and the players that look terrible but are going to play good, and all of that good stuff. Before we get into that, if you're enjoying the content, drop a like on the video and hit that bell to get notified when things go live, guys. Of course, when FIFA 21 does come out, the content is going to be coming out thick and fast. And here we go with EA's fastest players in the game. We are starting with Adama Traore and Kylian Mbappe. Traore with 96 pace, 86 dribbling and 80 physical. Now, even though he's got 66 shooting and 68 passing, that's still going to be a card that's going to be an absolute machine in the first 4, 5, 6 weeks, because that pace, dribbling and physical combination is just lights out good to the point where the shooting and passing, is not nothing, it's just not everything all the time. So yeah, Adama Traore looks brilliant. Kylian Mbappe there with 96 pace, 91 dribbling, 86 shooting. Of course, we've already seen his card. Alphonso Davies also coming in with 96 pace, and then Dan James with 95 pace. And then differently, obviously, to Adama Traore with 66 and 68 for shooting and passing. He's got better shooting and passing, but his dribbling and physicals are so much worse that Dan James card will be a card that, in my opinion, won't necessarily be amazing to play with. You know, he'll feel... Well, it depends on what his in-game stats are for the dribbling, and that's why the database is, just important, But it's not a terrible card. Maybe a good upgrade for him. An inform, something like that might make him a useful card. It's going to be interesting to see how EA do the inform moments this year. We've then got Vinicius Jr., of course, with 5-star skill moves as well. 95 pace, 86 dribbling. Again, very good combination there. Shooting and passing, not ideal once again, but he won't be terrible. And then Nagai there with 95 pace, but terrible stats outside of that. We've got another silver in Chala. Now as a left back, he's got good pace and then woeful stats. I don't know how he's even silver with stats like that. And then Sarr, the Arsenal icon, with 94 pace, 80 dribbling, decent shooting, terrible passing and physical. Physical will be, again, determined on how the game plays in-game. Obviously, last year, aggression was super important. Stamina was super important. This coming game, stamina might be less relevant. Aggression might be irrelevant. It might be strength that's super relevant this year. Who knows how the game's going to go? So who knows what his in-game stats are, but he's coming in as a 78 rated. We've got Hakimi, the 83 right mid. We've already seen him, of course, in a few other of the selected releases of cards with 94 pace, and then a very well-rounded card all in all. Obviously, he played right back / right wing back. He's now in as a right mid. And then Leon Bailey coming in with an 80 rated left mid card. Good pace, obviously, 94 pace. Decent dribbling and then decent shooting and passing. So it's not terrible, You think as long as the chem styles haven't been changed, which I hope they have. I hope they've been nerfed even more. I know last year they got nerfed a little bit. Hopefully this year they get reduced even more. But a Maestro chem style on this card day one could be very, very good. Big boost to dribbling, shooting and passing with already very, very good pace. For an 80 rated, he could be in a lot of people's starter squads, no worries at all. Kim In-seong there with 94 pace and then terrible stats. And Gelson Martin's another one of the 5-star skillers with good pace, good dribbling, great pace, so to speak. And then decent shooting and passing, nothing outrageous. A Deadeye Chem style on him could be the one to make him super usable as another 80 rated player that could be in people's starter squads. We've got Buta, who obviously gets the soft link to Martin. So straight away, day one, that super pace there of Martins and Buta getting that soft link. Doesn't look terrible as far as a right back goes. He's got all right dribbling for a fullback. Great pace, obviously. His physical's okay as well. It's that defending that's the biggest problem. Could easily be boosted with the chem style. But again, for looking at those day one squad battle squads to start boosting your club up, getting those coins in and whatnot, could easily be a fairly decent player right there. And then Barkuzian, definitely butchered his name. 72 right mid, English, 94 pace, terrible stats. So no need to look any further at him. Miliusinic there with 94 pace and woeful stats, and Sadio Mane with 94 pace and looks to be an absolute machine in the game. We've obviously seen him around before as well already in some of the other database releases. Ejuki and Diatta coming in with 94 pace each too. Diatta doesn't look too terrible. Decent dribbling. And then shooting and passing is on the cusp there, but obviously a league that's very difficult to link to, but from a nation that's not so difficult to link to. There's actually some really good players in general. And then Ejuki with a 94 pace, okay dribbling, shooting and passing is not really that good. And then last but not least, we've got another player in Rafa who I think could be a really good player for the starter squads, even though he's 83 rated, because he's from Benfica, obviously not a really popular league. I think he could be a very popular player with 94 pace and 87 dribbling. With a Deadeye Chem style on him, he could be super useful in the game. And Inaki Williams looks very good in my personal opinion. 94 pace and 81 physical. with high 70s for dribbling and shooting, a sniper chem style on him. Again, assuming that the chem styles haven't been changed, and then even then, assuming that the in-game stats are as relevant this year as they were last year, could be really, really useful. You never know, though. It might be, it could be a completely different meta, a completely different game. And so those are the fastest players, guys, in FIFA 21. Some other players that we missed out on over the last few days. We didn't make the video on them yesterday when EA released, and that's we've got the best free kick takers in FIFA. Lionel Messi coming in with 94 free kick accuracy, Parejo with 93 free kick accuracy. We've got Miralem Pjanic, of course, now a Barcelona player with 92 free kick accuracy, and once again, his card just is useless as far as a card goes. Terrible pace, terrible shooting, terrible physical, okay defending, good dribbling and passing. I hope this year they've got this kind of card to be useful in FIFA. Last year they didn't get it right. The year before they didn't get it right. They've never really got it right. So when a 79 rated left mid has more pace, more shooting, little less physical, and then very similar dribbling, just 3 less dribbling, it's like, how can they be, I know he's a left mid as well, so it's a little bit different, but how can they be 6 rating points apart when the face stats just aren't quite close to that? But 91 free kick accuracy for him. Giovinco coming in with 91 free kick accuracy. Interesting to see him with such low pace these days. Obviously he's been a speedster for a lot of his career over in the Saudi League now. Good dribbling still, decent shooting and passing, and okay pace there with great free kick accuracy. Nakamura coming with 90 free kick accuracy. Neymar with 89 free kick accuracy, and James Ward-Prowse with 89, and another absolutely useless card. Decent passing, and then just woeful stats outside of that. Skov coming in, guys. Didn't he have a right wing card one of these previous years? I think he did. Fairly well-rounded card. If he gets that first inform up to an 81, then the 84 and 86, it could, a few informs for him. He could end up having an absolutely brilliant card. And then Malinovsky there, again with 88 free kick accuracy, just not the greatest card that we've ever seen. We've also got the confirmed 5-star skillers. These are the top 20, I believe. Ronaldo and Neymar, we've obviously already seen their cards. Mbappe and Di Maria the same. Sancho and Firmino, of course, we've seen the same. 90 dribbling on Firmino, and a very well-balanced card outside of that. I have a feeling he's going to be very good in the game this year. Paul Pogba and Thiago, we've of course already seen their cards. Riyad Mahrez looks very good. Good pace, great dribbling, decent passing and shooting. And Memphis Depay, hopefully he joins Barcelona. I'd love to see him in La Liga. 86 pace, 83 dribbling, 83 shooting, 80 physical, 81 passing with 5-star skill moves. What a card that is going to be to play with this year. We've got Ziyech there, 80 pace, 83 dribbling, 87 passing with the 5-star skill moves. Marcus Rashford now with a brilliant card, 91 pace, 85 dribbling and 83 shooting. He is going to be one of the most meta cards. If the gameplay isn't too different, he's going to be one of the most meta cards in the very early stages. Douglas Costa there with great dribbling and pace, terrible shooting and passing, awful physical, 5-star skill moves. And then Zlatan Ibrahimovic, we've obviously seen his card already. Marcelo coming in still with 5-star skill moves. One of those cards that for me would probably be better suited as a centre mid or a CDM. Great dribbling, good passing, decently well-rounded outside of that. I think that would be a better suited position for him. And then Wilfried Zaha coming in as a left mid this year, 90 pace and 87 dribbling with 75 for shooting and physical and 5-star skill moves. Once again, one of those good cards for your starter squads. I have a feeling he might be quite expensive again this year. He was last year as an 83 rated, what was he, a centre forward. He was coming in at like 70 or 80,000 coins. You've then got Martin Odegaard with a decent card, good pace and shooting, very good dribbling and passing with 5-star skill moves. Probably needs an upgrade or two to become super useful. And then Philippe Coutinho downgraded to an 83 away from that left wing, which is very nice. 88 dribbling and very good passing there. And then pace and shooting is good with the 5-star skill moves. Ousmane Dembele with 92 pace, 86 dribbling, shooting and passing is very nice. 83 rated with the 5-star skill moves is going to keep him super expensive. And Quincy Promes looks phenomenal as an 82 rated central base player. 89 pace, 82 dribbling, 80 shooting, 79 passing. I have a feeling Ajax actually in the Dutch league in general could have some really, really key players for your starter squads. He looks brilliant. Marlos still with the 5-star skill moves, 80 pace, 86 dribbling, and Salvio coming in with the 5-star as well with great pace and dribbling. And again, could be one of those really good low-rated, cheap starter squad players with high pace and dribbling like that, with skill moves that are super good and shooting that's not terrible. He could be super useful. We've got Jean Felix coming in as well with a fairly well-balanced card. Probably needs an upgrade or two to be anywhere close to super usable. And then Shaqiri with a pretty terrible card. Again, that dribbling and passing is okay, but the rest of his card is just not the greatest. Quadrado is a right back again this year, guys. 89 pace, 87 dribbling. Shooting and passing is okay. Defending is pretty nice as well with 5-star skill moves. He's going to be quite nice. And Frank Ribéry there, guys. As a central base player, I quite like it. His pace and shooting aren't ideal, but his dribbling and passing are very good with 5-star skill moves. As an 81 rated again, I can see him being super useful in the first 2 or 3 weeks of FIFA. We then got Nani. Love his SBC, guys. awful card in general. Just, you know, his career is on the decline, of course. And then Vinicius Jr., who we've already seen in a few of the other setups. David Neres there with another good card. And this is why I think, again, the Eredivisie could be very good. 80 rated as a common card. He's going to be super popular. He's going to come out of packs a lot. He's going to be fairly cheap with great pace, great dribbling for a day one card, 5-star skill moves. I like it a lot. On Bernardeschi, guys, from Juventus as a central player now, not a right mid or a right wing as he was last year. Not the greatest stats in any regard, but also not bad at all. You know, 80 for pace passing and 83 dribbling, 75 shooting is nice, 5-star skill moves is very good, 80 rated, so again, super low rated. He's going to be easy to pop into those starter teams. Gelson Martins that we've seen already, 94 pace, 85 dribbling, of course, 5-star skill moves and in the fastest players. And then Alan Saint-Maximin with 93 pace, 87 dribbling. Shooting is pretty awful, passing is okay. 80 rated. Will be interesting to see what his price comes in at in the first week or two of FIFA. I have a feeling he might be one of those that starts off really high and crashes very quickly. Stefan El Shaarawy, I remember his silver card back in FIFA 12. Used to love playing with that one. Great pace and then bang average stats outside of that. And Piatti, absolutely useless. Not really worth looking at. Centurion, good pace and dribbling. Another Argentinian with 5-star skill moves. Shooting and passing, not ideal. Harriet with a pretty poor card. He's had a poor card for a few years now. Hernani coming in with good pace, terrible shooting and passing, terrible physical, 5-star skill moves. Balassi, his card has absolutely fallen off the face of the earth over the last few years as well, hasn't it? 80 pace, 79 dribbling, 77 physical, terrible shooting and passing, and 5-star skill moves. Moreno, another Argentinian. I think, is it from the same club as the other guys? No, see, Centurion's from a different club, but I think they strong link, right? And Moreno there has 89 pace, 84 dribbling, 71 passing as a centre mid with 5-star skill moves. It's not terrible. And then Evander, the 74 cam, is not great stats, but 5-star skill moves. We've got Fernandez with 5-star skill moves, woeful card. Acosta with the 80 pace, 79 dribbling, but a terrible card. Carrascal and Songras in there. Decent pace on Songrasin, but terrible cards again. Maxim and Bulaya, of course, he had the special card, the Futmas card last year. It was pretty decent. Aidan McGeady and Wamangituka there. Again, just terrible cards. I mean, these 5-star skillers down here as silvers are just not really worth anything. And then Eugenio, of course, he used to have the right back card that was 5-star skills all the way back in FIFA 11 and FIFA 12. And Cherky there from Lyon, again, another terrible card. So there are the 5-star skillers, guys. And then the under-21 players, the best of the bunch. We've seen most of these already floating around. Mbappe and Trent, Sancho and De Ligt, Havertz and Donnarumma, Haaland and Ødegaard we saw earlier, Hakimi and Davies confirmed with the 81 rated card, Pulisic with the 81 common card, Jean-Felix in there as well. Diaby that looks like he's got a decent card, great pace, good dribbling, okay passing, terrible shooting. He had weird work rates last year as well. It'll be interesting to see how they are. Ferran Torres now of Man City doesn't have the best card, but I feel like this is going to be a card again for SBCs that's going to fluctuate in price quite heavily because he's 81 rated, a right mid and Spanish from the Premier League. He's going to be able to link a lot of leagues together when trying to do those tricky SBCs. He's not really got a usable card. It's not an unusable card either. It definitely could be useful for the first week or two of FIFA. Vinicius Jr. we've already seen. Mason Mount with an okay card. You know, he's in the mid to high 70s for pace shooting and passing and 80 dribbling. Depending on his in-game stats and his skill moves and weak foot, could be quite useful. Upamecano with quite a nice card. Rodrigo with quite a nice card. 87 pace, 83 dribbling, good shooting and okay passing for the right wing. And then Koundé here with 77 pace, 81 defending. This is a very good card with high dribbling as well. And Zagadou, good defending and physical. Pace, not the greatest. Osimhen looks very good. Good pace, good shooting, good physical. You know, one upgrade, one inform away from being a very good card. And Phil Foden there as well. Number 21 with an okay balanced card. Be interesting to see what his in-game stats are. Isaac here, guys, with a nice card here. Good pace, good shooting for day one again. And I think this might be one of those cards that you could really get your hands on and utilize quite well because of how high the base card stats are in certain key areas. Kamara, the CDM, not very good, not very bad either. And then Declan Rice doesn't look like a good card in my opinion at all. And so that, guys, is pretty much all we have for today. There is also confirmed that the Champions League cards are going to be back. I'm just going to go and try and find them on my timeline right here. They are identical to last year. I preferred it when they were a +1. I don't know why EA changed that setup or you know what came along with that. I can't find the screenshots on my timeline anymore. But yeah, the UCL cards, they are coming back. They are exactly the same as they were in FIFA 20. And they're going to be another good coin maker and another good money maker in Ultimate Team. But that is going to be the end of the video for today, guys. If you did enjoy it, be sure to like, rate, and comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.